All right. All right. So I want to congratulate everybody out there. This is going to sound strange for a lot of people, but you're all Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalenes. Every man is a Jesus. Every woman is a Mary Magdalene. Okay. You see, the battle between Jesus and the devil in the desert, right, is a battle with himself, his flesh versus his divinity, his divine spark. Okay. And if you read the Bhagavad Gita, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's very, very similar. Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna is the flesh, Shri Krishna is the divine spark, his soul, his divinity. And as I like to say, we are the transformers. They're not these weird metal machines from outer space. No, they're us. Because energy can never be created nor destroyed, it can only transform. So, all right, sorry about that. But I was talking to somebody about the Nag Hammadi, and they said, "Aren't you afraid that's going to lead you astray?" And I didn't realize it then, but I should have told him the only thing it's going to lead you astray from is the pedophile priest. Yeah. And it should lead you astray from the church. It should lead you to yourself for you to examine your behaviors and realize that you're two people encompassed in one body: your soul, your divinity, your divine spark, or all spark, and your flesh, the person you think you are and are in a way. But so you can't go to the confession booth and verbally diarrhea your sins. Okay. All you're doing is giving that pedophile priest some blackmail on you. Okay. That's all that is. It's fucking ridiculous. And realize you're not going to get to heaven if you don't if you don't dominate your own flesh, if you don't control your own behaviors and make amends for the things you've done in the past. And you have to do these things, I believe, anonymously. You can't do charity and then go on television and tell everybody about it. Okay. And the reason for that is because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you go telling all these people that you did all this good for these other people, well, then people that didn't get anything from that are going to get jealous and mad. It's just what humans do. It's nothing. It seems irrational, but it's just the way people work. Do I wish it was different? Yes, but it's not. Anyhow, so you have to realize that you're basically two people: your soul and your brain, and the two have to become one, kind of like the two hemispheres of your brain. You have to unite them, and I don't know how to do that yet. I mean, I'm trying to learn how to do it, uh, or just even. But you see, I think that the Bible. First off, I love the Bible. Okay, I love that book. I love the Nag Hammadi. I love the Dead Sea Scrolls. I love the Bhagavad Gita, the Mahabharata, Ramayana. I haven't got to the Upanishads yet, but I'm going to get there. And I haven't got to the Vedas yet either. I've read a little bit of them. And if you're a Christian, you should read them because you know what? They sound identical to the Bible, just different names, places. But, thou hast thus, thee, thou, all that vernacular, it's all there. Or vocabulary, I'm sorry. Uh, it's all there. And it's amazing stuff. And when you realize that the Bhagavad Gita is kind of the same story of Jesus in the desert, because Sri Krishna is Arjuna's soul, his divinity, his divine spark, all spark. and his flesh, Arjuna, which is scared and worried and, but it's the same story as the desert with Jesus and the devil. See, Jesus is not the devil himself, but the flesh is corrupting. You see? And his soul, aka Jesus or Yeshua, his divine spark, is being tempted by his flesh, not some devil being. Okay, not some external force. It's his own flesh. And it takes you going inside yourself and examining your own behaviors and your own desires and how to control them and how to use them to benefit you. That's the problem. That's what people need to do. You got to leave the confession, confess to yourself. Make your flesh confess to your soul. Okay? If you want to change the outside world, you have to change the inside world because we are a microcosm of the macrocosm of the universe. The planets are the same as the Indian, what Hindus call chakras. Okay? It's the same thing. Um, there's seven of them, and there's seven chakras. And oh shit, I'm sorry, I just totally forgot where I was going with that point. But there's a lot of similarities, okay, in these weird esoteric things. I don't practice this stuff. Well, I mean, I don't practice any like witchcraft voodoo stuff, but yeah, I do meditate, but that's as far as I go. But basically, long story short is congratulations, you're all Jesus's and Mary's. Okay. You have the same abilities that Jesus did. You, my friends, can make miracles. You, my friends, can turn water to wine. If you know how to, and I could be wrong about this, but I think it's like manipulating the ether, by like generating energy in your body and then changing how the cells are wired together, like like a battery, wiring a battery from parallel to series. I believe parallel, the voltage stays the same, but series, the voltage doubles. Like if you're adding two 12-volt batteries together, you get 24. Well, every cell in your body generates 0.0079 volts. So if you can change how that's wired, you have 50 trillion cells in your body. And now you have 39,000 volts that your body's generating. And possibly even more when you meditate and get that energy moving up your spinal cord to your brain. I'm totally spitballing on all that too, man. I have no idea if I'm right or wrong. That's kind of makes sense to me how it could be possible to manipulate the ether by generating your own electricity and then, using that. Like there's stories of Indians here, like the American Indians, where they would create a thunderstorm inside their teepee and it'd be sunny as outside, you know, um, lightning and thunder, everything in this tiny little thunderstorm in their teepee, and all kinds of weird stuff like that. Very neat stuff. But yeah, that's congratulations. You're all Jesus and you're all Mary of Magdalene. Be honored that you are allowed to take this test and hopefully you pass it.